long as you're quiet, you can stay here. If your idea of high-end fashion starts with a pair of dad jeans, hit that subscribe button. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Miley, and this is Bonnie. So this week I am leaving the world of home decor for just a bit and getting back to something I am actually trained in. And that's clothing! So I feel like this video has everything. We've got a thrift store makeover, we've got a fashion DIY, and we've also got a denim alterations video, all wrapped up into one. So let me explain. I went to Goodwill, picked up 3 pairs of jeans that all don't fit me for various reasons. One of the main reasons is they're all dude jeans. So what I'm going to be doing is taking each pair of jeans, altering them in a different way to fit me, and then I am going to be having fun with some bleach. So basically reverse tie-dyeing some jeans, also known as acid wash. So let's get started upcycling these jeans. Okay, up first we have this pair of medium dark wash Levi jeans. And for the most part, these jeans actually do fit. They're not super tight, they're a nice relaxed fit. The only thing that doesn't fit is, of course, the waist. So to make them fit, I did a little no-sew version of how to alter some pants. Taking a seam ripper on each side of the button and zipper, I made a little hole in the waistband. Then taking a safety pin and some cotton cording, I worked the cording through the waistband all the way around to the other hole. This isn't my favorite way to quickly take in jeans, but it is a really good last minute thing if you're kind of in a pickle and you need your jeans to fit. Once I got the cording all the way through, my cat got a new toy and I got a pair of jeans that fit me. So I put them on, and just like magic, I can pull the strings tight, tie them, and then the waist is nice and snug. The one thing I do really like about this option though is if I go to eat a burrito, I could always let out the jeans after. And before I got started with the bleaching process, I decided I wanted to crop and fray these jeans. So I cut a few inches off, and using my seam ripper, I created the frayed edge on each pant leg. Now let's get to the bleaching process. For these jeans, I decided to try out that whole one side bleached look that I've seen all over social media. Before I got started bleaching, I did get the one side I wanted to bleach wet with hot water. There's a whole bunch of stuff that goes into dye nowadays that helps prevent jeans from fading. So I thought by using hot water, it would loosen up the dye. And I've seen people use tape and do all these things to try to prevent the bleach from getting to the other side. But I figured as long as I took my time and went really slow and was careful around the middle seam, I would be okay. I did end up sticking a plastic bag on the inside of the jeans when I put them outside to let the sun do its thing. Up next, I have these jeans from American Eagle. Now, these are about 8 inches too big in the waist, and they're also really big throughout the legs. But the bagginess of the jeans lent itself to the final design I had in mind. Now, to make these jeans fit, it was very similar to the last alteration. I made 2 insertions on each side of the button and zipper, and using some non-roll elastic and a safety pin, I worked the elastic through the waistband. I then put the jeans back on and pulled the elastic as tight as I needed it to be on each side. Now, normally when jeans are a solid 8 to 10 inches too big in the waist, I wouldn't be doing this type of alteration because it would make the waistband look elastic. But I actually wanted the waistband to look elastic for this design. So now I have this really nice elastic looking waist, and the legs are baggy, and what I instantly had in mind for these jeans was turning them into denim joggers. To figure out the hem at the bottom, I folded over the bottom, pinned them, and did a double roll, which this also could be a great no-sew option if you want to turn some baggy jeans into joggers. But for the sewing option, I played around with different lengths, and then using a safety pin, I picked out what length I wanted to crop these jeans to. I then measured up to that safety pin, and that was my hemline. But for my cutting line, I measured 1.5 inches down so that I would have some excess fabric to roll up and create a channel for some elastic to go through, just like the waistband. My assistant, of course, was waiting for me at the sewing machine to get started, and once I got her out of the way, I began to sew down this excess fabric, making sure I was sewing just over 1 inch so that the elastic could work its way through this channel really easily. And just like the waistband, I made a little cut in that channel fabric and worked the elastic all the way around. And when I worked it all the way around, I then could take the two ends, sew them together to complete this elastic hem. And now I have a pair of cute little denim joggers, and the bagginess of the pants works with the look. So since I turned these jeans into joggers, I thought a classic acid wash look would be fitting. So taking a water and bleach mixture in a spray bottle, I began to spray these jeans all over on the front and back. Last up, we have this light pair of Levi jeans, and the legs are a slim fit, so they actually are a little tighter than the last pair of jeans that I altered, but the waist is about 2 inches bigger than the last jeans. So we have slim legs, but a really big waist, so some actual sewing is needed to take in these jeans. I started off by finding my nearest husband to help me pin these jeans so I knew how much I needed to take them in by. Once I had the jeans off, I measured to that safety pin and got 3.5 inches, which means the jeans need to be taken in by 7 inches. So I'm doing what I would consider a very quick sewing version of altering jeans. So I took these jeans in by creating 2 darts, and if you don't know what a dart is, it is a very important thing in female clothing, just because our measurements jump all over the place, and a lot of times our waist measurements and our hip measurements are vastly different. In the description down below, I go into way more detail on how to create a dart, but for my darts, I did 2 darts that were 3.5 inches wide at the very top, which is the waistband, and 6 inches long. And what a dart is it's a triangle. And when you pull the points together, you're going to be taking in the waist the most, and as you work your way down the dart, you're going to be taking in the pants less and less, so that the waist is nice and tight, but your booty and hips still fit. As for the sewing, it's really easy. It's just a straight line. I did go over that line a few times to make this nice and durable, and I also didn't remove the pockets, so I just had to make sure that I didn't get the pocket fabric caught in the dart. And the reason I didn't remove the pocket was to make this alteration as quick as possible. I've seen some people that have darted their jeans where they remove the whole pocket and then put it back on, but really only one side needs to be adjusted. So I seam ripped open one of the sides of the pocket and was able to lay it flat and sew it down. And now the waist is nice and snug, the pockets are flat, but the booty is not. Now for the final bleaching process, I decided to do an ombre leg look. So the bottom half of these jeans from roughly the knee down, I wanted to be lighter. And this was super easy. I didn't have to be super cautious with the bleach. I just picked a spot and using a sponge and paintbrush, like the first pair of jeans, I began to bleach the bottom half of the leg. And once all the jeans were bleached, I let them sit out for about 5 hours, and then I threw them in the wash using cold water, and now it's time for the big reveal. Sorry in advance for the modeling. Okay, I love the way these pants turned out, and I'm also so happy that there was no bleach that leaked over to the other side. I have a nice crisp line down the center, and I also love that I decided to fray the edge. I think that added a nice little detail, and that's it. I just love them. They're super comfortable, and I think they turned out great. Next, we have these joggers. I'm not totally sure what happened with the bleaching process. I didn't get my classic acid wash look. They still got bleached, but it wasn't exactly what I thought it would be. But I still like them, and I'm still definitely going to wear them, and they are super comfortable. I also love the silhouette that this look creates. Having a nice tight waist and then the baggy legs makes my waist look smaller. But altogether, I do really like the way these turned out, and I'm definitely going to wear them all the time just because they're so comfortable. And now it's time for my favorite pair of jeans. I love the way these jeans turned out. They're so comfortable because they're not super tight throughout the legs. And to style them, I did that no-sew version of the joggers that I showed earlier. And I just love them. I'm gonna wear these jeans literally all the time. I hope you liked this video, guys, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification button. I do a new DIY video every week, and I will see you guys next week. Bye, guys!